So, Tristan, I'm just gonna kind of go over some of the things we talked about last time when we interviewed. Last time you talked about how you were kind of stressing about Adventure Club and how you're also a substitute teacher and then also school, just in between all of that.
Yeah.
And you said like you're kind of leaning towards quitting that. So can you just kind of start there and kind of just tell me about what's going on now with that?
A lot's happened since last time we talked. I think last week I put my 2 weeks notice in. I emailed my person at Adventure Club. I ended up going to work, and she convinced me to work 2 of the nights that I really didn't want to work. So I'm just kind of struggling with where I'm sitting because I love my job and I love the relationships I have with my kids. I'm going to miss them so much if I quit. But the pay is really bad, and the hours just take away so much time that I need for my schedule. Like, we do so much reading in the social work program, and so I barely have any time to get my reading done, and I'm just struggling with, my relationship with those kids and having to let go. And also the pressure from my boss. People really get to me when they sympathize with me, or like they tell me that they need me or want me for the job and that I'm really good at it or something like that, because she kind of pulled that card to me. And so that made me was like, oh, I have to stay. And then I got conned into it, and I left work like, oh my gosh, I'm still working here and I still have to go through this, and I was put under pressure, so I really don't know what to do, whether I should stick with it or not.
Well, it seems like to me like you're kind of feeling like guilty because you're leaving, but then at the same time it is taking up a lot of your time and the pay is not good for you. So being financially stable is a big thing, especially in college.
Yeah.
But so like what makes Adventure Club different from like your substitute job that you also have, like to make you lean more towards leaving Adventure Club?
Well, substituting, it's a lot more money, like $2 more. And it's on Wednesday and Friday, so I have my weekends off. I don't work past 3 o'clock any day, and it's only 2 days of my week. So it's like super convenient. Honestly, without the Venture Club job, I'm financially secure and stable, so there's no desperate need for the money that I make at Adventure Club. It was kind of like, at the beginning, it was my backup in case I didn't sub on Wednesday or Friday and I couldn't get a job, because it's really inconsistent. Basically you wake up that morning and you schedule your job.
Right.
So it was kind of stability, but I think I have enough stability to kind of let go of that. So I don't think it's necessarily like a financial problem anymore. It's solely like, I guess, my relationship with my kids, like having a hard time letting go of them because they're so cute.
So, what steps do you think you can take in order to just kind of ease them out of that transition of you're not being able to be there for them anymore?
I mean, I can always sub there, so I think that brings me comfort.
That's a plus, right?
So yeah, I can go back and see those kids if I substitute at Paxton where I work, and so I see that as a benefit. Overall, it's just going to be a hard transition. I think I would work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then Thursday morning, and so now I'm just working Tuesday, Thursday afternoon. So I think I'm knocked down in transition kind of, but still it's just going to be one of those weeks where I just have to say, I can't do it anymore, and again, I don't know how far I need to go and work for her, because I told her I would try as hard as I could for a while, but whether that's going back next week, like I don't want to just be like, okay, I'll work for you those 2 days, and then like the next week be like, oh no, I can't,
Right.
So it's kind of like a waiting game to respect her and what I said, because I don't want to break my promise. So that's just kind of like knowing when I'm going to time it out and quit is my struggle too. So
you seem like a very genuine person, and you like to take everybody's point of views into consideration, but I really think you found your solution.
Yeah.
But you say you're able to substitute there, so I think right there it just came to you.
Yeah, I think it's just always hard to like let go of relationships in general, and I think that's just kind of like something I'm gonna have to deal with no matter what. So
right.
Yeah.
Well, we have just about 1 more minute in this session, so let me wrap up. Let me just summarize some things that we talked about. Well, you expressed how Adventure Club, it's a big deal right now for you to trying to leave, but your main concern is just breaking away from the kids and pleasing the person that I guess is in charge of the job. But you also said you're able to substitute there, and I think that you should really keep that in the back of your mind, that you're able to substitute. But we can always just look up more, think of more solutions in our next session for you to try to overcome that, you know, try not to not please her.
Yeah.
So, but thank you.